it's important to recognize some people who have actually made this particular session happen. So I would first of all like to thank Professor Dr. Vikas Nath and of course Dr. Krishna Jain for organizing this particular session with all of you. So also my request, kindly keep it on mute, there's a lot of disturbance coming in. Yeah, can you please mute, there are a lot of disturbances coming in. Let's start.
A very warm welcome to all the students, faculty members and esteemed guests joining us today for this exciting session organized under the banner of Institutions Innovation Council at Resourceperson International Business School. Resourceperson International Business School was established in the year 2004. It is affiliated to IP University Delhi. It has been graded A by National Assessment and Accreditation Council in third cycle. Today's event, Innovation and Startup Ecosystem, is designed to inspire creativity, encourage problem solving, and promote entrepreneurial thinking among participants. The session will equip with fresh perspectives, real-world insights, and practical strategies to navigate challenges, identify opportunities, and translate innovative ideas into impactful ventures. For BBA final year students, this session holds special significance as they stand as a threshold of the professional journey. It will broaden the understanding of innovation value, business models, expose them to the dynamics of startup ecosystems, and enhance the entrepreneurial mindset. We are honored to be joined by our outstanding resource person who bring not just knowledge but lived experience to the world of innovation and entrepreneurship. Today we have with us Mr. Mayank Chhatwal. Mr. Mayank Chhatwal is a dynamic and seasoned professional in the event industry, with extensive experience in planning and executing high-profile events across India and abroad, holding multiple academic credentials including BBA, MCom, BBA, PhD from Ahmed University. He brings both academic depth and practical expertise to the work. Over the years, he has built a strong reputation for his creativity, attention to detail, and ability to deliver seamless event experiences. His expertise spans along strategic planning, budgeting, vendor management, logistics, and on-site coordination. He has collaborated with leading organizations such as Kevin Institute of UK, FICCI, PHDCCI, and Global Media Network. Currently, he serves in multiple leadership roles as Executive Director of Indian Lawyer Association, Founder and Chairman of the Residency and Citizenship by Investment Forum, CEO of Global Exhibition Conferences. He has conceptualized and delivered major events like Global Presidency and Citizenship Expo, Global Green Estate Expo, and Global CHRO Conference. I would like to respectfully invite Mr. Mayank Chhatwal to address the students and share his insights on the innovation and startup ecosystem.
Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. And before we start, I would like to pay a special thanks to Professor Dr. Vikas Nath and Dr. Krishna Jain. Thank you so much for making this particular session happen. It's an interesting topic and very much close to my heart. And if you can see my profile, I have been associated with a lot of startups myself. So it's all the more important for the students of your caliber who are sitting at the desk to understand what exactly is the system. For starting a startup, of course, innovating something and of course coming in the market in a big way. So first of all, I can see a little, quite a few of you, so if you can just raise in how many students out here are actually looking to have their own startup and not to go in a particular job, or if you can just raise your hand, well, I'll get to know who all are you, who all is actually interested in this particular format.
Raise your hand. Who wanted to start up?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, see, honestly, if we are doing a particular session, it is important to understand the essence of it. There is no point of just sitting and just hearing me out without any question answers. So I would really appreciate if you guys have any questions in your mind, you can please ask me. Don't worry if that is a very simple question or something which shouldn't have, other might make fun of it, but it's absolutely fine. Come out with your questions and I'll be more than happy to answer them, because that's the point of organizing this particular session. So moving forward, first and foremost, how many actually understand what exactly is innovation and startup is? That is very, very much important. People actually confuse themselves between innovation and invention, and of course startup and unicorns. Everything in a very simplistic form. I don't want to give you big jargons or any big, I would say, words that really not make any impact on you. We'll be making it very simple, very informative and two-way. So, starting off, of course, today's data is about understanding innovation in ecosystem. The startup life cycle, I think most of you, since you are management students, must have read about the product life cycle, which is introduction, growth, maturity and decline, right? So, again, next step would be the Indian startup landscape, very important, building innovative culture and resource and support system. Now, first of all and foremost, of course, understanding the innovation ecosystem. You are sitting exactly in the right place where exactly the innovation starts. So when we talk about it, and innovation is an ecosystem, it's the complex network of integrated entities that work together to enable technology development and innovation. It's in one of the most simplistic languages we can understand that. Who will be the key players in this particular segment? Of course, they'll be very important. Entrepreneurs and startups, people are already there as entrepreneurs and startups. They can definitely guide you to take this forward. That's the reason why I'm here. Established corporations, very important. Government agencies, again, it's one of the most important. So just for your information, government have also launched certain programs for women entrepreneurs. So they are also giving you a tax funding of about 2 years or so. So that's the best advantage you can get from government agencies. And yes, there are many government agencies which are also giving you a lot of funding also to start your own startups. So you need to have a practical idea of the blueprint before they can actually fund you. And everybody, of course, whosoever is investing in the business, whether it's a venture capitalist or whether it's an angel investor, are looking for opportunities for return on investment. Simple as that. So you need to be very focused on that and getting the right kind of returns for your investment. And of course, the last one, as we mentioned, investors, venture capitalists, angel investors, people who are actually really supporting the startup ecosystem. They are the ones who are actually taking this to the next level. What could be a support infrastructure? Very interesting. It's very incubators and accelerators. This is something you might be having within your college itself. I have been a little instrumental in getting these setups done in other colleges also, which are B2B colleges in Delhi and Greater Noida area too. So it is very important to have more of incubators and accelerators centers within your college itself, because it really helps you to understand how actually business works. So being a student myself, when I was in your shoes, one thing which always used to come to my mind is I have no experience of doing a business. So in my family, I would be rather the first generation to start a business for myself. People within the family were majorly job oriented. My parents were in government jobs, and of course they have served the government for quite some time and retired from there as well. My brother, my sister, everybody is into corporate. So for me it was something quite challenging to understand how actually I can start a business. So starting a business is of course it's not a cakewalk. You need to really work hard for it. You need to have a systematized approach. Sitting in a management college is something that really makes you understand things better. And God has been very kind. I have met certain of big players in the industry like GECI and sat with him for quite some time. He has been guiding me through and throughout about how the different dynamics of the market work. It's okay to fail, absolutely okay to fail. And when you return back and bounce back after failure, that is the time you actually become an entrepreneur. So if you speak to any entrepreneur in the industry, that will be the first thing you would say that people who actually bounce back after a failure have become a better entrepreneur compared to the others. Because that gives you a kind of a sustainable factor. You have already lost, you have not lost the battle. You have just crossed one hurdle of it. So it's very important to understand that before actually moving forward. So when we talk about sport infrastructure, of course, co-working spaces, it has been a big influence in India. Initially there was only one company called Resourceperson which used to run their co-working spaces, and then of course it blasted completely. A lot of other companies have entered into the game. We have WorkHive, we have Office AWFIS, and there are many more smaller ones too. So even smaller communities are also getting the co-working spaces. And to my surprise, in fact, if you go to the cooperative societies which have been opening up, within their club also they have a separate co-working spaces nowadays. So it's a very good way of including that, because there are many startups that are running from home, and of course when you are sitting in a co-working space, it gives you more of a corporate feel. A feel to basically start your own business. You can discuss about different opportunities, different possibilities, and different problems with each other and try to figure out a solution, which is very important. Mentorship networks. There are many mentorship networks these days across the market. I mean, you can just bounce for it and go for it, and you get to know a lot of things which are happening in it. Try to join a lot of these association meets also, like GECI, PhD Chamber.com or etc. There are people you can actually connect with, you can actually get your problem solved, or possibly they will also help you in developing your own business if the idea is really good. And at the same time, you need to be very precise with your thoughts. So don't just go and throw your thoughts on somebody. Be very realistic, be very optimistic, and be very precise. Partially in GIR, Vicky, PhD Chamber of Commerce was my last. I am also parallelly rather as a prospective potential member work with SOCHAP. And I have also been part of a company called Cavendish Group. So I started my career 2007 with a British company in UK itself. And gradually from there I could actually realize that India is definitely a big market to be attracted to. And in last so many years we have seen the change. Of course, the geopolitical situation currently is not really that much favorable, but definitely it's something which is not going to be permanent. We just need to wait and watch. Things will change for good. Wait until December, wait until January, the Indian economy is going to boost back again and come back again, even after all these geopolitical issues are going on right now. So, again, as I mentioned, I would have loved to do the session in a physical or in-person format. It's pretty much similar to like the life cycle of a product. It's very, very similar to that. We talk about ideation and discovery. As you can read from it, it says problem, identification, market research, concept validation, focus on finding product market fit, and developing minimum viable product. Again, MVP. Now when you say ideation, so basically a startup is something which actually resolves a problem in the market. That is the time you actually become a startup. Just understand that from perspective. I can assure you, today if you open your newspaper, you will find plenty of problems listed in front of you. If you can find a solution to any one of these problems, I am sure you're going to be a great startup. And this is how we have been working in our business also. So we keep on trying and understand the problem of the industry and try to figure out a solution for it. This is the way you develop as a startup. Again, startup is something that we have to make it more viable. So now there are two concepts of marketing which you might have actually read more also, which is make what you can sell, and the other one is sell what you can make. So now the market has changed. You have to sell what you can make is something which is not going to really work. So you have to make what you can sell. You have to be more consumer centric, more customer centric. You have to be more tailor-made in your approach when it comes to starting a particular startup itself. So think from that perspective, be open-minded and understand the situation well. The next stage comes with validation and early traction. Testing with early adopters, defining business models and securing initial funding, pre-seed and seed, building core team established key metrics. Now, validation and early traction basically, to make it simpler, is to understand whether your product will definitely work in market or not. You need to figure out certain test market approaches also. Where you have to just give your first, just to get a feel as to what exactly is the follow-up on that. Once you get an understanding, okay, this particular thing has these many flaws, we need to figure this out. You can actually go back home, work on those flaws, make it a better approach, and then come back again in the market. This way, your failure rate will be much lower compared to the other. So this is very, very important. In terms of getting pre-seed funding or seed funding, so there are two types of people who normally do a startup. One is called bootstrap startup, and one is of course through pre-seed or seed funding. Bootstrap is something that they start with their own set of money. So if I talk about myself, I have a bootstrap startup where I had a certain sum of money through my PM which I actually utilize in starting my own business. And gradually understand the dynamics of the business, and of course, again as I mentioned, God has been very kind, we have actually grown over the years. So you need to understand your core values as to how the product will actually go in the market and review your response. Next option is of course moving towards growth and scaling. So again, in a product like that, we say introduction, growth, maturity and design, right? So understanding the growth and scaling part of it, expand your customer base, optimize operations, secure A&P funding, develop systems and processes for sustainable growth. You can only survive if you are having a more sustainable approach to your business. Consistency is the key. You have to be consistent in your approach. You can't let your shoulders down just because you are not making money for a particular quarter. So every month is going to be challenging, every day is going to be challenging, every minute will be challenging for you. But once you cross all those hurdles, you want to be successful in the startup or not. So next comes maturity and expansion, market leadership, international expansion. Of course, the acquisition by IPOs, focus on profitability and long-term sustainability. This is something very, very, it failed immensely. I mean, they couldn't understand what went wrong because that approach was working throughout the world. Then they realized that they need to make a more tailor-made approach. India, nobody will eat a burger costing say about 100 and 150 bucks at that point of time. Even though how much hygienic you are. People in India are very religious-centric. They would not like a place, they would not eat at a place where they are also serving a beef burger. So these guys then came back to the market, they started doing a follow-up and trying to understand what exactly was going in the market. They completely changed their strategy. Nowhere in the world you will find aloo tikki burgers, which we get in India. So this is the most funny part of it because I have traveled almost all part of the world and Anywhere I go, when you state can get a veg burger, they'll provide you chicken burger. So this has been the mentality throughout. So when they came to India, they completely changed their approach and they went through a completely new strategy only meant for the Indian market, and that has been very, very successfully run over the years. The costing came drastically down. The quality of food was maintained, and of course they made more options when it comes to the vegetarian part. So that and this completely stopped serving beef burgers and beef products in their capacity. So this is how you understand the market and try to grow yourself in the graduate terms. So what is India's startup landscape all about? So we have approximately 1 lakh plus active startups, making India the third largest startup ecosystem globally, which is a very, very, very big number. And of course we have approximately 107 unicorns. So basically a startup which is valued at US $1 million is considered to be a unicorn. So just to give you more understanding about it, any startup which is basically valued at 1 billion is a unicorn. People normally confuse between a unicorn and a startup. A startup is definitely also in this presentation. What talking about funding, the Indian startup has received approximately $42 billion US funding since 2023. And total venture capital invested in Indian startups, which is a massive number again, because we are one of the biggest countries when it comes to unicorns and startups. So key sectors driving growth like fintech, big market tech, healthcare, e-commerce, enterprise SaaS, government initiatives like Startup India, Digital India has created a supportive regulatory environment. When we say fintech, I hope everybody is aware of it. I mean, I can't really hear you, so you can just raise your hand. Fintech, everybody knows, fantastic. Fintech, everybody knows, right? So everybody knows Baidu, I mean, they know fintech pretty well. And healthcare, of course, I'm sure you guys know, and e-commerce. So moving forward, so building innovation culture. When we say building innovation culture, it's about embracing experimentation. Encourage calculated risk and use failures as learning opportunities. Create space for testing new ideas without fear of punishment. You basically make it a very small scale affair, like you basically try to experiment with your ideas, with your thoughts, with your products, with your services, and try to figure out so it's going to work or not. This is again, this is a very good way till the time you are catering to a large number of markets with different needs. It's going to be a little difficult for you to really sustain in the market. Next is cultivate diversity. This is again very important. So basically what you do is you pick and choose people from different departments and sectors and bring them together to understand how things work. Because that way you have people with different experiences and the brainstorming session goes to the next level. So bringing people together with different backgrounds, perspectives, thinking styles, cognitive diversity leads to more creative problem solving. I hope you understand that. Foster collaboration. Break down silos between departments and disciplines, create opportunities for cross-functional teams and knowledge sharing. So people like working in finance segment or people working in the marketing segment need to understand their work in a more collaborative manner. When we say collaborative manner, because these guys are working in a cross-functional kind of a department. For example, somebody in the fintech industry who is actually dealing with the finance department more aggressively needs to have a better understanding and collaboration with the finance department to go forward. So this is very much important. Focus on customer needs. As I mentioned, we have to have more customer-centric approach. Forget those days when we used to make a product and there would be people who will adapt based on your product. Now they don't. They want more customized approach. Even in today's world, there are companies, specifically car manufacturers, who are providing customized cars also now. So you can understand the importance of customization when it comes to it. So, resource for students and entrepreneurs. First of all, on-campus resources. The one which is mentioned is exactly what we are doing right now, which is Institutional Innovation Council. These councils really help you to understand the market dynamics. You speak to a lot of people, you meet a lot of people from the industry who basically can help you in understanding the market better. Please have open ears to whatever people are saying, because when they're coming with certain background and experience. It will really help you to understand market. No, but honestly, you see guys, I'm not here to give lectures to you for 3 years. That doesn't make any sense. My honest opinion is to make you understand what exactly the market is asking for. Specifically, the ladies getting home to the ones right up front have been exactly the diamond market. But their families, they are pretty much interested in the whole discussion. So if you have any kind of questions, please come forward. There is no point. You are coming to a college, a professional college, you are spending a lot of money in terms of getting your right education done. But if you don't ask questions, if you don't understand a particular concept, I'm sure I'm not that good as well that I've made you explain or made you understand everything what I've spoken till now. There might be certain things which you really need to understand. Please be open, not with me but for everyone who comes to your college. That is very, very important. I don't think so. Any other questions or anything related to startup? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, once again. It's my privilege and honor to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of the International Business School and Institutions Innovation Service. First and foremost, we express our deepest gratitude to Mr. Mayank Chhatwal for graciously sharing his expertise, experience, and valuable insights on building and sustaining the startup ecosystem. Your perspectives on identifying the right problems and validating ideas have provided our students with immense learning and inspiration.